Okay, so good day and greetings to everyone. By the way, I am Engineer John Renel Capellanes and welcome to Jacob Engineering Video Tutorials. Okay, so ang subject natin ngayon class is Geotechnical Engineering. Okay, so nandito na tayo sa part 3 in Module 3. Okay, so we're in part 3 class. Magsosolve tayo ng problem in classification of soil using the USCS method or the Unified Soil Classification System. Okay, so without further ado, let's begin Okay, so here is the problem class. Okay, so problem 3.6. Okay, so this is a CE board November 2012. Okay, so by the way class, this problem is kinuha natin sa Civil Engineering Reference Volume 3 by Engineer Gilisanya. Okay, yung idol na reviewer ko class. Okay, so nanggaling sa kanyang problem na ito. Okay, so the result of a sieve analysis on 3 soils is given below. Okay, so it is required to classify these soils using the USCS. Okay, so see figure P. Okay, itong figure natin class and use table 3.5. Okay, so given tayo ng sieve analysis data class. Okay, so in the first column, given tayo ng sieve number. Okay, so 4, 8, 10, 20, 40, 60, 100, and 200. And the second column class is the respective diameter, okay, in each sieve number. Okay, so ito yung mga diameter niya in mm. And in this column class, okay, given tayo na percent passing in every soil. Okay, so may tatlong soil tayo class. Okay, ito yung ating soil A, and ito yung ating soil B, at ito yung ating soil C. Okay, and then sa soil A class, ito yung mga respective percent passing niya. Okay, so 90, 65, 54, 34, and so on. In soil B class, ito yon. Okay, ito yon ang percent passing niya. And in soil C class, ito yon. Okay, and the bottom data class, ito, given tayo ng liquid limit and plastic limit. Okay, so in soil A, walang given na liquid limit. So ano nito? Plastic limit is wala rin. In soil B, liquid limit is 46 and yung plastic limit natin is 28. Okay, and sa soil C class, yung liquid limit niya is 46 and yung plastic limit niya is 23. Okay, so here is the question. Let's determine the classification of soil. Okay, of soil A. Okay, and B is determine the classification of soil B. Okay, C is determine the classification of soil C. Okay, so by the way, given tayo ng graph na ito, the particle size distribution curve class, and yung the particle size distribution of each soil class is na graph na. Okay, given na sa problem class. Okay, so ito yung graph ng soil A, and ito naman yung graph or the plot of the graph in soil B, and ito naman sa soil C. Okay, and then class, okay, given din sa problem class, yung table ng USCS. Okay, ito yung table class. Okay, ito yung Unified Soil Classification System. Okay, ito yung table niya. Okay, so by the way, pwedeng by table ito class, by graph, okay? Pwede ito by graph or by table. Okay, pero in this problem class, given lang yung table natin. Okay, so in USCS class, okay, there are two major division. Okay, una is may tinatawag tayong coarse grain soils. Okay, ito yan. And yung coarse grain soil class, yung classification niya is ito. Okay, yung category and classification niya nandyan. Okay, gets nyo ko? And the second major division class is may tinatawag tayong fine grain soils. Ito yan class. Okay, and the category and classification of fine grain soil class is ito yan. Nandito, okay, nandito sa rectangle yan. Okay, nandito yan. Okay, gets nyo ko? Okay, so para makita ng maigi class, i-zoom natin one by one. Okay? Okay, so in the first major deviation class, tinawag natin siyang coarse grain soils. Ito yon. Okay, ito yung class. And the coarse grain soils class is my criteria. Okay, may criteria siya. It should be more than 50%, okay, retained on number 200 sieve. Okay, yun yung criteria niya class. And the coarse grained soil class. Okay, and the coarse grained soils is composed ng two sub-major categories. Okay, ang una class is the gravel. Okay, the gravel. And pangalawa is the sand. Ito yung class. Gravel and the sand. And each each subcategories class is my criteria rin. Okay, it should be that more than, in gravel class, it should be that more than 50% of course fraction retained on number 2 and number 4 sieve. Okay, wherein in sand class, ito yung criteria niya, it should be that more than 50% of course fraction passes the number 4 sieve number. Okay? And then, mamaya class, i-discuss ko to. Okay, i-discuss ko yan, class. Okay, so by the way, yung CO natin, class, is, alam na natin to, that is the coefficient of uniformity. At yung formula niya is D60 over D10. Okay, so D60, that is the diameter at a 60% finer. And yung data natin is the diameter of the particle by at 10% finer. Okay, at yung D30, class, that is the diameter of the particle at 30% finer or 30% passing. Okay, nag-gets nyo ko? Okay, so ang next class is the next na categories natin is yung fine grain soils natin. Okay, ito yon. Okay, yung fine grain soils niya. Okay, and then yung criteria niya para masabi natin na soil natin class is fine grain soils, it should be the 50% or more passes the number 200 sieve. Okay, yun yung criteria niya. Okay, and then yung fine grain soil class is composed of two sub-major categories. Okay, ang una class is the silt and clays, and then ang pangalawa is the silt and clays. Ihisap lang ito class, no? The silt and clays liquidly emit 50% or less. Okay, ito yung unang categories niya in fine grain soil class. And the second is silt and clays liquidly emit greater than 50%. Okay, and then i-discuss ko yan mamaya class. Ito, i-discuss ko yan mamaya. Okay, so balik tayo sa problem class. Okay, so una tayo in determine the classification of soil A. Okay, ito yung percent passing in soil A class. Dito tayo titingin. At ito yung plot ng graph niya. Okay, ito yung soil A natin. Okay, so ang gawin natin muna class is solvein muna natin yung diameter ng particle at 10% finer, at 30% finer, and at 60% finer, no? Para makuha natin yung coefficient of uniformity at coefficient of curvature. Okay? So, para makuha natin class, titingin lang tayo dito sa graph na ito. And then, para makitang maigi, i-zoom ko lang. Okay? So, i-zoom na-zoom na. Ito na yung zoom na graph natin class. Okay? And then, in the vertical axis class, this is the percent passing. Okay? And then, the horizontal represent the grain size in mm. Okay? Take note kayo class, no? Yung graph na ito class, okay? Yung graph na ito is logarithmic scale. Okay? Hindi ito linear. Okay? Pag sinabing linear class, in every interval, okay? Example lang dito class, yung interval from 0 to 100 from vertical class, this is a linear distribution. Okay? Kasi yung interval niya from 0 to 10 is same distance lang. Okay? That is a linear distribution. Pero with respect to vertical yan. Okay? Pero pag sinabi natin horizontal, okay, hindi linear yan class. Okay? So, tingnan natin si 1 at si 10 class. Tingnan natin to si 1 at si 10. Okay? since 1 and 10 naman to class, and then that line class, this is represent the number 2. Okay. Okay, this is 2. Okay, this is 3. This is 4. And this is 5. And this is 6. And so on, and so on, and so on. Okay. Continue class. 7, 8, and 9. Okay, and the last is the 10. Okay. So, anong na-notice natin dito, class? Okay, anong na-notice natin dito? Okay, so in the first interval from 1 to 10 class, yung distance niya is malaki. Okay, napakalaki class. Okay, at yung interval from 2 to 3 class, okay, lesser the distance from the previous. Okay, so lumiliit siya class. Okay, from 3 to 4, lumiliit din. Okay, from 4 to 5, liliit din. So ano nanonotice natin dito? So in every forward sa interval class, yung interval mo is nagkaka-decrease rin yung distance niya. Okay? So, okay, example lang class. Okay, yung 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yung 5, nandito yung 5 natin class. Okay, kapag linear yan, okay, titingnan natin, nandito yung 5 kung linear yan class. Okay, pero logarithmic, nandito yung 5 natin. Okay? Nakuha niyo ko? Okay, so ang gawin natin dito class is solve natin yung diameter at 10% finer. Okay, so 10% finer, nandito yung point natin class. Ito yung point natin. Okay, so create lang tayo ng horizontal line that will intersect the graph class. Okay, ito yung intersection ng graph. And this is the 10% finer. Okay, so dito class, dito mag-draw lang ako ng vertical line from this point to this point. Okay, and then i-reading natin ito class. I-reading natin kung i-reading natin manually kung anong approximate value nito. Okay? Alam natin 0.1 ito and ito naman is 0.1. So therefore class, itong line na yan class is 0.2. Okay? At 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, and this is the 1 value. Okay, so within siya class from 0.1 to 0.2. Okay, so ang gawin natin dito class is reading lang tayo manually. Okay, mag-manual reading lang tayo class. Okay? Okay, so kung titingnan natin siya in linear class, okay, so nandito yon. Okay, yung 5 natin class. Okay, so this is our, pero yung tunay na 0.15 class is it should be greater than this distance. Okay? So, approximate lang natin class na this value, okay, this will be 0.6 mm. Okay? Approximate lang kayo. Okay? Basta malapit lang yung answer mo. Okay? Kahit walang exact value dito class ha. Okay? Kasi nag-approximate tayo class. Okay? Walang exact value dito. Okay, so approximate lang kayo. So the diameter of the 10% finer, okay, this point class, this is equivalent to 0.16 mm. Okay, so meron na tayong diameter at 10% finer, and then diameter at 30% finer class. Okay, so nandito yung point natin. Okay, so ito yung point. Okay, create tayo ng horizontal line. Ito yung intersection niya. Okay, create tayo ng downward line class. Ito yon. And this line class, okay, easy na i-reading to kasi na-coincide siya sa vertical line na ito class. Okay, coincide siya sa vertical line na yan. So, anong reading ng line ng vertical line na ito class? Okay, so this is 0.1, okay, 0.2, 0.3, okay, 0.4, okay, 0.7, okay, 0.6. Okay, and this is 0.7. Okay, so therefore class, the diameter at 10% finer, this is 0.7 mm. Okay, and the last one class is the diameter at 60% finer. Ito yung point natin. Okay, so create tayo ng horizontal line which will intersect the graph of point A. Ito yung graph ng point A class. Okay, and then reading natin dito class. Okay, so what is our reading from this point, class. Okay, so since 1 naman yan, class, so therefore this line, this is represent 2 and this is represent 3. Okay, so within 2 and 3, yung value ng diameter at 60% finer, class. Okay, at i-reading natin siya, class, approximately, it will magre-read tayo dito ng 2.1 mm. Okay, so malaki naman yung interval niya, class, in the first. So therefore, 2.1 mm ito. Okay, this is the nearest value. Okay, so meron na tayong D10, D30, and D60, class. Okay, so therefore, we can solve now the coefficient of uniformity and the coefficient of curvature. Okay, so arrange natin to. Okay, so in-arrange ko lang, less. Okay, so solve muna natin yung coefficient of uniformity, class. Okay, so CU is equal to D60 divided by the D10. Okay, so meron na tayong D60. Okay, ito yon 2.1 and D10 natin is 0.16. Okay, so that is equal to 2.1 divided by 0.16 mm. Okay, and that is equivalent to 13.125 mm. 13.125. Okay, unitless ito, class. Okay, unitless ito. And then, to solve the coefficient of curvature, class, or the CC, okay, that is equivalent to D30 squared divided by D10, okay, times ito, class, okay, times pala to. Okay, hindi yan divide, class. Okay, sorry, class. Okay, this is times as D10 times D60. Okay, so therefore, class, CC natin is 0.7 squared divided by, okay, divided by, times ito, class. Okay, times yan, class. Okay, hindi ko lang nabago, class. Okay, divided by 0.6 times 2.1. Okay, i-check ko muna, class, Okay, i-check ko lang muna. Okay, so this is this is 0.7 squared and then 0.16 times 2.1. 2.1. Okay, so and this is equivalent to 1.458. Okay, so 1.458, class. Okay, so 1.458. Okay, so okay lang yung answer natin, class. Okay, so nag-error lang tayo sa symbol niya. Okay, times ito, class. Okay, so meron na tayong CC at CU, class. Okay, so arrange ko lang. Okay, so meron tayong CU at CC. Okay, so since meron na tayong CU at CC, class. Okay, so mag-start na tayo mag-classify ng soil A. Okay, so anong unang step natin dito, class? Okay, so una is kailangan alamin natin kung anong major division na belong yung soil natin. Okay? So, it's either yung soil natin is a coarse-grained soils or fine-grained soils. Okay? Di ba sinabi dito, class, that kapag coarse-grained soils mo, it should be that more than 50% retained on number 200 sieve. Okay? At yung fine-grained soils mo, okay, it should be the 50% or more passing the number 200 sieve. Okay, so, okay, para makuha natin, class, okay, kunin muna natin yung percent retained ng number 200 sieve. Okay, so dito tayo titingin, class. Ito yung sieve number 200, class. Okay, and then, ito yung percent passing niya. 4% only. Okay, and to solve the percent retained in number 200, class, it must be that percent retained on number 200 sieve. Okay? Okay, so this is a 4% passing, class. Okay? So para makuha natin retained, class, okay, itong percent na ito. Okay? Itong percent na yan. Okay? Okay, that is that is the percent retained of soil in number 200 sieve. Okay? So therefore, class, okay, so this is 100%. Okay, minus 4. Okay, so this is the percent retained, class. Okay, this is the percent retained in number 200 sieve, and that is equivalent to 96%. Okay, that is 96%. So therefore, class, Okay, so nabilong siya sa criteria class na more than 50% retained on number 200 sieve. Okay, so since 96% to, and this is more than 50%, so therefore class soil A is a coarse grained soils. Okay, concluded na yan class. Okay, so next natin gawin is gagamit i-zoom ko lang yan. Okay, so ito yung gamitin natin class. Yung criteria or yung category and criteria ng coarse grained soils. Okay, so nandito na tayo sa coarse grained soils class. Okay, so ano na next step natin? Okay, so next step natin class, alamin muna natin kung anong categories in coarse grained soils yung soil natin. It's either gravel siya or sand. Okay? And then, para malaman natin class, either gravel siya or sands, it should that, meron siya criteria class, no? In gravel class, it should that more than 50% of coarse fraction retained on number 4 sieve. Okay? Yun yung criteria in gravel. Okay? In sand naman class, yung criteria na, it should be that more than 50% of coarse fraction passes the number 4 sieve number. Okay, so ito yung criteria niya. Okay? By the way class, pag sinabi natin coarse grained soils, okay, yung possible answer natin is 8. Okay, it's either GW, GP, GM, GC, SW, SP, SM, at SC. Okay? Ito yung possible answer natin. Iyang 8 yan class. Okay, so para malaman natin class kung anong subcategory siya, it's either gravel siya at sand. Okay, i-check natin yung percent, kunin natin yung percent ng percent retain ng coarse fraction number 200, number 4 sieve plus. Okay? Okay, so dito class sinabi dito class, more than 50% of coarse fraction passes the number 4 sieve. Okay, so titingnan natin si class. Okay, tingnan natin si balik lang tayo sa problem class. Okay, yung sieve number 4 class, ito yon. Okay, ito yung class. And then yung percent passing niya is 90%. Okay, is 90% class. So therefore, di ba nabilong siya dito class, more than 50% of coarse fraction passes the number 4 sieve. Since 90% yan, and this is greater than 50%. Okay, kasi sinabi dito more than 50%, and this is 90%. So okay ito. Okay, so therefore class, yung soil natin is a sand. Okay, so balik lang tayo doon sa okay, so balik tayo dito class. Okay, so yung percent passing in sieve number 4 class, that is 50%. Okay, so that is 50%. So therefore soil is sand since more than 50% pass number 4 sieve number. Okay, so this is sand class. Okay, so therefore, okay, titingnan tayo class, dito tayo titingin. Okay, so from 8 class, okay, from 8 possible answer, nagiging 4 na ito. Okay, it's either SW, SP, SM, at SC na lang. Okay, so nagkakunti yung possible answer natin class. Okay, so ang next natin gawin class, okay, titingin tayo sa criteria na ito class. Okay, titingin tayo sa criteria na ito. Okay, titingin tayo dito class. Okay, tingin tayo dito class ha. Ang criteria na ito class is applicable to all coarse grained soil. Okay, kaya yung box niya class is ito. Okay, whole section siya sa coarse grained soil. Meaning, yung criteria na yung classification niya class is applicable to all. Okay, to this region. Okay? And then para magamit natin to class, okay, yung classification on basis of percentage of fines, okay, una class is titingin tayo pag ganito class. Okay, titingin tayo pag ganyan. Okay, so sinabi dito class, less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, kapag less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve class, okay, sinabi dito na yung soil mo, yung possible answer niya is GW, GP, SW, and SP. Okay? And then, in the second class, sinabi dito that kapag more than 12% pass the number 200 sieve, okay, yung soil mo, okay, it's either GM, GC, SM, at SC. Okay? And then, on the third and the last class, okay, ito class, okay, sinabi dito that 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, kapag nabilang sa kriteriya ng class, okay, it should not be more borderline classification requiring the use of the dual symbols. Okay? So, kapag nandito na class, gagamit kayo ng graphical method. Okay? So, which is ipa-plot mo yung liquid limit versus the plasticity index. Okay? So, okay, so titingnan natin yung soil A class kung saan nabilong siya. It's either nandito, it's either nandyan, or it's either nandito siya. Okay, it's either sa tatlong yan class. Okay, kailangan alamin natin yan class. Okay, so titingin tayo sa number 200 sieve number class. Okay? So, yung sieve number 200 in soil A class, okay? Balik lang tayo class. Okay, yung number 200 sieve class, okay, that is 4% passing. Okay, that is the percent passing in number 200 sieve number in soil A. Okay, so therefore, may percent passing na tayo. Okay, so balik tayo doon, class. Okay, so titingnan tayo, class. Okay, so 4% naman yun. Sinabi dito that less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, kapag sinabing less than 5%, okay, it should be less than 5% or pwedeng 4%, 3%, 2%, 1%, or 0. Okay, so since yung percent passing ng sieve number 200 in soil A natin is 4% and that is less than 5%. Okay, so therefore, dito siya nabilong, class. Okay, so therefore, dito tayo titingin kasi dyan siya nabilong, class. Okay, so less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, so therefore, class, okay, so dito tayo titingin. Okay, so itong arrow na yan. Okay, okay, dito, class. So sinabi dito that yung soil natin, it's either na yung soil natin is GW, GP, SW, at SP. Okay, di ba sa dito, class, di ba dito, yung soil natin is a sand na. Yung possible answer natin is SW, SP, SM, at SC. Okay? Pero dito, class, okay, yung possible answer natin is GW, GP, SW, and SP. Okay? So, therefore, class, si GW is wala dito sa apat, class. Kasi yung possible answer natin is itong apat na to. Okay, at sinabi dito, class, yung possible answer sa kategorya niya to is GW, GP, SW, and SP. And GW and GP, class, wala dito. Okay, wala dito, class. It's yung kategorya niya, yung group symbol ng class na meron dito, class, is only the SW and SP. So therefore, class, yung soil natin, okay, it cannot be SM at cannot be SC. Okay, kasi wala siya dito, class. Wala siya dito sa apat. Okay, wala siya dito sa apat. Okay, so therefore, class, okay, so from 4, class, okay, nagiging dalawa na lang yan. Nagiging dalawa na lang. It's either SW, yung soil natin, or SP. Okay, gets siya ko? Okay, so therefore, class, okay, so therefore, titingin tayo dito, class. Okay, titingin tayo dito na. Okay, dito tayo titingin. Okay? So, SW class, okay, may criteria siya. Okay, ang criteria niya class is ito. Itong criteria niya. Okay, it should be that the coefficient of uniformity class, it should be that greater than 6. And CC class, it should be between 1 and 3. Okay, since meron naman tayong CU at CC class, so therefore we can conclude kung fail ba siya o pass sa criteria. Okay? So, in criteria in SW class, okay, ulitin ko lang, yung criteria ng SW, ito yon ang criteria niya. Okay? So, una tayo sa SW class. Okay? So, it should be that CU is greater than 6. So, CU natin is 13. Okay? So, greater than 6. So, therefore, okay, ito class. So, therefore, check yan. Okay? Gets nyo ka? And then, yung CC natin class. Okay? Yung CC natin is 1.458. And that is between 1 and 3. Okay? So, therefore, class, okay ito. So, check yan, class. Okay? So, therefore, okay siya, class, sa kriteriya ng SW. Okay? Therefore, yung soil natin, class, okay? So, soil is either, by the way, soil is either SW or SP. Since less than 5%, pass the number 200 sieve. Okay? So, nandito yung class, oh. Okay? Sinabi ko na yan kanina, class. Okay? So, therefore, class, the soil is SW. Since yung criteria ng SW is na meet niyan, lahat niyan dyan, class. Okay, so, yung answer natin is SW. Okay, kapag hindi pwede, class, na isa lang yung check mo. Okay, kailangan both, class. Okay, kapag merong failed ito, class, so therefore, dito siya nabilong sa SP. Okay, kasi sinabi dito kasi hindi ito no class, that is not, okay, not meeting both criteria for SW. Okay, kapag hindi na meet yung both criteria, class, so it will directly say that yung soil mo as SW. Okay, na-get siya ako? Okay, so okay, okay, so therefore, yun na yung answer natin, class. Okay? Okay, so therefore, yung answer natin is soil SW. Okay, how about in B class? Okay, so determine the classification of soil B. Okay, so dito tayo titingin sa soil B class. Okay, so anong una natin dapat gawin? Is to determine whether yung soil natin is a coarse-grained soils or fine-grained soils. Okay? So, para malaman natin, class, okay, so titingin tayo sa sieve number 200. Okay? So, okay, arrange ko lang, class. Arrange ko lang. Okay, so kunin ko lang yung percent retained ng sieve number 200, class. Okay, so soil B, this is the percent retained of soil number 200 sieve, class. That is equivalent to, okay, that is 100% divided by 13%. Okay, kasi yung percent na ito, class, from this point, class, from 32% pa-up, class, that is the percent retained in sieve number 200. So, therefore, i-minus natin yan. That is 100 minus 33. And that is equivalent to 67%. Okay, that is 67%. Okay, so, by the way, yung soil B natin is, sa graph natin is walang diameter ng 10%, walang diameter ng 10% passing at walang diameter ng 30% passing finer. Okay? So, therefore, we cannot solve CU at CC doon. Okay? So, balikan ko lang, no? Balikan ko lang. Okay? I-check ko lang, saan ba yun? 4 ba yun? I think sa 6 yun. Okay? Okay, so dito, class, oh. Si soil B, class, okay, titingnan natin si soil B, yung 30% passing niya is wala. Okay, walang value. At yung diameter ng 10% finer is walang value rin. So therefore, we cannot solve D30 and D10. So therefore, we can, since walang D30 and D10, therefore, wala tayong CU at CC. Okay? So, itry natin class kung maklasify ba to. Okay? Okay, so balik tayo sa soil B class. So therefore, okay, percent retained natin is 67%. Okay, so therefore class, yung soil natin as a coarse grained soils, since more than 50% retained on number 200 sieve. Okay, nag-gets ako? So therefore, titingin tayo dito class. Okay, titingin tayo dito. Okay, so i-zoom ko lang class, okay, para matingnan natin na maigi. Okay, so in coarse grained soil class, that is composed of two subcategories. Okay, una is yung gravel at pangalawa is sa sand. Okay, ito yung gravel class. Okay, so ang next ating gawin dito class is titingnan natin kung saan na-coincide yung criteria sa soil B. Okay, so gravel more than 50% of course coarse fraction retained on number 4. Okay, so dito sa sand more than 50% of coarse fraction passes the number 4 sieve. Okay? So by the way, titingin lang tayo class, no? Okay, yung sieve number 4 class, ito yon. At si soil B class, yung percent passing niya is 100. Okay, so therefore, okay, greater than 50% passing yung soil B natin sa sieve number 4. Okay, so therefore class, okay, saan siya na-belong? Okay, okay, so soil is sand since more than 50% pass the number 4 sieve. Okay, yung percent passing natin sa sieve number 4 in soil B, that is 100%. Okay, so more than 50%. Okay, pass number 4. So dito siya na-belong sa sand category. Okay, so sand category. So therefore class, titingin tayo dito. Okay, titingin tayo dito class. Okay, so there are 4 possible answer natin class. That is SW, SP, SM, at SC. Okay? So, ang next natin gawin dito class, okay? I-check natin. Okay? I-check natin kung saan nabilong siya dito. Okay? Dito tayo titingin. Next, titingin tayo dito class. Okay? So, sinabi dito class that less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay? And then, more than 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Yun yung criteria niya. At 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, so number 200 sieve tayo. Titingin tayo sa sieve number 200 class. Okay, so soil B, okay, yung percent passing niya is 33%. Okay, that is 33% class. Take note kayo. Okay, so 33%. Okay, so sinabi dito class that less than 5% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, so since 33% yung percent passing sa sieve number 200, so therefore class, hindi ito. Okay, hindi ito pwede. Okay, X yan class. And then sinabi dito class that more than 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, so anong percent passing na doon natin sa soil B class in sieve number 200? That is 33%. And 33% class, that is more than 12%. That is greater than 12%. So therefore class, okay ito. Okay, so therefore class, yung soil natin is dito siya na-belong. That is more than 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, so therefore class, titingin tayo sa kriteria na niya. Okay, dito tayo titingin. Okay? So, anong possible answer natin is SW, SP, SM, at SC. Okay? And then, sinabi dito, class, sa criteria na ito, okay, kapag more than 12% passing the number 200 sieve, it should be that, either yung soil mo is GM, GC, SM, at SC. Okay? So, therefore, class, okay, kasi wala namang GC at GM yan, so hindi ito pwede. Okay, wala na ito. Okay, kasi wala na, walang GM, wala dito class. Walang GM at GC dyan. Okay, so therefore class, yung SM nandito at yung meron siyang SM at SC. So therefore, okay ito class, ito yung possible answer natin, SM at SC. Okay, SW class is wala doon sa criteria. So therefore, hindi SW yung soil natin. At hindi rin SP kasi wala sa category. Okay, so yung soil natin class is it's either SM or SC. Okay, so dalawa na lang pipilian natin class. Okay, so andyan class, okay, at dito, okay, since SM at SC naman yan na ang titingnan natin class, so titingin tayo dito lang tayo titingin class. Okay, hindi na tayo titingin sa iba. Dito lang talaga tayo titingin. Okay, kasi ang kriteriya na kanya class, ito yung kriteriya niya. Okay, itong SM, ito yung kriteriya niya. Okay, gets ako? Okay, so soil is a sand seen more than 50% number 4 sieve, and soil is either SM or SC since more than 12% pass the number 200 sieve. Okay, sinabi ko na ito kanina. Okay? And then, solve natin yung plasticity index class, no? Solve natin yung PI ng soil. Okay? Kasi, merong plasticity index yung classification natin. Okay? So, yung liquid limit ng soil B class, that is 46%. And the plastic limit of soil B, that is 28%. Okay, so therefore, solving the plasticity index of soil B, that is LL minus PL. So therefore, liquid limit is equal to 46% minus 28%, and that is equivalent to 18%. Okay, gets nyo ba? So therefore, class, okay, una tayo sa SM class. Okay, so itong criteria niya. Okay, so sinabi dito, class, okay, sinabi dito, it should be that Atterberg limits plot below A line or plasticity index less than 4. Okay, so dito sa criteria class, okay, pwede mo siyang i-plot by Atterberg limits, no? May graph ito class, or pwede rin by plasticity index lang. Okay, so kasi from the word or class, okay, so pwede ka lang magpili sa dalawang yan. Okay, para maiksi yung solution natin class. Dito na lang tayo titingin kasi direct na yung classification niya. Okay, direct yung criteria niya. It should that plasticity index less than 4%. Okay? So therefore, yung plasticity index natin is 18%. Okay, since PI natin, okay, okay, so by the way, no, okay, so 18% yung PI natin, so therefore plasticity index is less than 4, so hindi ito pwede class. Okay, so X ito, so yung soil natin cannot be SM kasi yung PI natin is 18%, that is not less than the 40% of the plasticity index. Okay? And then, titingin tayo sa SC class. Okay, criteria sa SC. Okay, sinabi dito class that yung Atterberg limits plot above A line, or pwede rin plasticity index is greater than 7. Okay, so since 18% naman yan class, and this is greater than 7. So therefore class, okay, so therefore, since PI natin is greater than 7%, so therefore, soil B is SC. Okay? Kasi na-meet yung criteria ng SC class. Okay? And that is our final answer. Okay? Soil B is SC. Okay? So, gets ako? Okay? So, therefore, soil B natin is SC. Okay? So, how about soil C class? Okay? So, determine the classification of soil C. Okay? So, dito tayo titingin naman sa soil C. Okay? So, okay, so in soil C class, okay, ang una nating dapat gawin is to solve, it's either whether coarse grained soil siya or the fine grained soils. Okay, so para malaman natin yan, i-check natin class, okay, yung percent passing the number 200 sieve class, that is 63%. Okay, that is 63%. Okay, pag nag-solve tayo ng percent retained class, that is 100 minus 63%. And that is equivalent to 37%. Okay, so therefore class, yung soil C natin cannot be coarse grain soil. Okay, kasi hindi siya nakapasa sa criteria niya. That is more than 50% retained of number 200 sieve. Okay, and then retained sa soil C class, that is 37%, and that is less than 50%. Okay, so therefore, hindi coarse grain soil natin. Okay, so i-check natin class kung fine grain soil ba yung soil natin. Okay, so sinabi dito class that 50% or more passes the number 200 sieve. Okay, so passes class passes. Okay, so dito class, yung percent passing the sieve number 200 class is 63%, and that is greater than 50%. Okay, so therefore class, since the percent passing of number 200 sieve is 63%, okay, so therefore, and that is greater than 50% class, and therefore soil C is a fine grain soils. Okay, so therefore concluded na class ng soil C natin is a fine grain soil. Okay, so kapag fine grain soil class, titingin tayo sa table na dito. Okay, dito na table na yan. Okay, so parang i-zoom natin, tingnan natin siya in zoom class. I-zoom natin para makita ng maigi. Okay, so okay, so in soil C class, okay, i-draw na, i-determine muna natin yung, ilagay muna natin yung given na liquid limit ng soil C. So, LL sa liquid limit ng soil C is 46%. Ang plastic limit of soil C is 23%. Okay, so, in fine grain soil class, there are two main categories. Okay, subcategories. Okay, it's either silt and clays liquid limit 50% or less, or greater than 50%. Okay, since 46% naman yan class, so saan siya nabilong? Okay, so therefore class, dito siya nabilong class, 50% or less. Kasi 46 yan, that is less than 50%. Okay, so therefore class, yung soil natin, okay, it's either ML, CL, and OL. Okay? Na-get siya ko class? By the way, yung soil natin cannot be OL, no? Kasi yung problem natin is walang sinabi doon na organic soil. Okay, so dalawa lang kung pilian natin class. It's either ML or CL na lang. Okay? Na-get siya ko class? So ang gawin lang natin dito class is ipa-plot lang natin to. Okay, ipa-plot lang natin using the graph. Using this graph. Okay, so the vertical axis represent the plasticity index, and the horizontal axis represent the liquid limit. Okay, na-get siya ko? And then dito class, okay, kunin muna natin yung plasticity index para mag-graph natin yung intersection. Okay, so by the way, PI to class. Okay, PI to. So therefore, PI yung graph, plasticity index is equal to 46 minus 23. And this is equal to 23%. Okay, so therefore, class, i-graph natin. So plasticity index class, okay, so this is between 20 and 30. Okay, so therefore, class, 25 ito. So possible yung 23 class nandito. Okay, so graph natin yung class, okay. Okay, so it's either, okay, so sinabi ko na yan kanina class. Okay, so therefore 23 nandito yan. Okay, and then yung liquid limit natin class is 46%. So nandito yung 46% class. And then create tayo ng vertical line. And then yung line na ito class at line na yan is mag-intersect siya class in a common point. Okay, itong point na yan. Okay, kapag yung point na yan class is since yung point natin, okay, since the point the point plots above A line and within CL. Okay, within CL class. Okay, yung CL natin class, yung region ng CL natin is itong region na yan. Okay, yung region na yan class. Itong region na to. Okay, hindi ito class ha. Kasi shaded ito yung CL to ML yung category yan class. Okay, yung region na yan class, that is represent CL. Okay, since our point class, okay, intersect the region of CL, so therefore we can conclude class that our soil C is CL. Okay, nagets ako? Okay, so therefore yun na yung answer natin class. Okay, so therefore answer natin in A class SW, soil B is SC, and soil C class is CL. Okay, so and that's it, no? Okay, so thank you for watching the end of part 3. Good luck and God bless to all.